Okay, guys, so as I tried to let you all know in the comments and in my wisdom of the day post, we did have a small house fire. Um, it wasn't a tragedy, it wasn't tragic, nobody was hurt. You're not going to find me crying about it on Facebook in some group as I was making reference to the video that I made prior to the fire. But as I was saying at the end of that video is that, don't, not everything's a tragedy. Not every situation is an opportunity to find tragedy or to find a reason to seek attention or Munchausen off of. And I'm no different. I've told y'all this before in other videos that I am just as human as you guys are, and weird things happen at weird times. And what Satan means for bad, God means for good. So we did have, as y'all heard, I just now played the video back myself and listened to it because my son brought it to my attention. My son's like, Mom, you can hear it in the in the background. And he's like, the look on your face says it all. It's like, if you look at it, you can actually see the flash from the fire. So it was shocking to say the least, but everybody's okay, and as you can see, we're still here. The house didn't burn down, nobody got hurt, but apparently the outlet decided to give out for whatever reason. I guess Satan is upset with me doing these videos and spreading the word and the gospel. So, what Satan meant for bad, God made for good. So we just happen to have an outlet, a spare outlet laying around, and my husband is very skilled in these matters, as this is the type of work he does for a living. So, crisis averted. We're not going to be, this is not some tragedy. We're going to turn into a tragic, I'm not going to go make a Facebook group about it. It was all good. So it took us a minute to move furniture around and get things back together. But we're all fine. Everybody's fine. I woke up everybody in the house just to make sure that they were alert in case we did have to leave. I wanted everybody to be alert and aware and have the opportunity to get out in case something more would have come of it. Because what happened was the outlet gave out and decided it started sparking, and there was actually a fire that was going up the wall. So I got the fire put out on the outside, but then there was fire still going on the inside of the wall, and the inside of the wall is shared between two rooms, which is my living room or my front room and my son's room. So I woke my husband up, and he dealt with that while I got the kids up, just to make sure that everybody was alert and knew what was going on, and just to, like I said, round up animals. Just when you have something like that going on, when it's small, you want to know where everybody's at in case it does end up getting big. That way you can get everybody out safely from the most important thing is the kids, but then the cats, the dogs, and things of that nature. So, we are grateful. I have prayed and thanked God that the situation didn't get any worse than what it was. And again, what Satan tried to make for bad and what Satan tried to make a tragedy, it's not. And I won't give it any more thought probably after today. It is what it is. So, again, don't let people around you or events around you change who you are. I choose to be happy no matter what. Because Satan can burn down my house, Satan can take away everything, and I've still got my God. And I know he's going to see me through at the end of the day. And so, I saw the end of the book. And I think I said that in this morning's video. But if not, here's the deal. I saw the end of the book. I read Revelations. Some of it was quite interesting in the fact that it reminded me of like a scary movie of sorts. And I was like, wow, man, I won't be here to see six-headed beast coming out of the ocean with 7 horns or 6 horns and putting crowns on the horns. And man, y'all better go read that. If y'all are planning on being here, talk about tragic. You like tragic? You like tragedies? You like stories to tell? If that's what you're planning on being here for, I don't know what to tell you. I know I don't plan on being... There ain't that much attention in the world that I want from no man, woman or child, that I'm willing to be here to live through that. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to be... I don't want to be here through the plagues, I'm telling you, y'all want to see a good horror story, or you want to have a good horror story read to you, or you want to read one for yourself, go in your Bible, the book of Revelations. It's the last book in the Bible. Because, I don't think you want to be here for that. And here's the thing. If I'm wrong, and there is no heaven, there is no hell, there is no God, none of this is going to happen, none of this is going to come about, no big deal. Right? No big deal. It's no big deal. Then what? At best, you lived your life here on earth, happy-go-lucky, without a care in the world, and you were snuffed out like a vapor in the wind, and you were no more. Okay? You had a great and happy life. And then that was it. And then that was it. And your memory will be carried on through the legacy of your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren and so on down the line. No big deal. But what if I am right? What if Revelations is where you're headed, and that's the earth you're going to live on? And if you live long enough to be here during the tribulation times. Because if you die before that, then you're straight in hell, and then you don't have to worry about it. If I'm right. If I'm not, then you're wiped out like a vapor and it's no big deal. But if I'm right, and my book is right, then you get to spend eternity in the sulfur-riddled lake of fire of hell. That was actually never intended for human souls. It was only intended for Lucifer and those that followed him, the falling angels. That's what that was for. Hell was never meant to be the eternal prison of God's beloved people. And it's sad because he cries out. He feels it. God hurts. He hurts for the people that go there, but at the same time, his heaven is so pure that he's not going to have your sin there. He's not going to have your sin there tainting his heaven the same way your sin tainted this earth. It's not going to happen. You are not going to be spreading your hateful, vindictive, lying, tragic venom all over heaven like you do all over earth. It's not going to happen. Because the Lord gave you your way here on earth because he gave you the earth. The heaven is his. And the heavens he will reign. And so, again, when a person shows you who they are, then I suggest you pay attention, because not everything is a tragedy. And if I'm right, then you go to heaven. But if I'm not, then you get to burn, like the fire that I had this morning. Oh, here's my other dog. Come on. Well, I was going to show y'all to him, but hey. Oh, for real. Say hi.
Hello.
Oh, here we
Hello,
go.
YouTube world.
See, I'm not delusional, people. I actually do have a family. I know when I'm making these videos, I normally have the dungeon door locked. And so it's quiet, and people think I exist in this imaginary land of I have a family, but you never see or hear them. But anyway, not everything is a tragedy, and as you can see, though we did have a small eventful morning, everyone is fine and life carries on. And what Satan tries to make for evil and bad doesn't always turn out that way, especially if you have God on your side and in your life and in your corner. Those things that he tries to make for evil, God will make for good. So I just wanted to let you guys know what happened this morning, because that video did end abruptly and much more differently than some of the other videos that I've done, and that was why I didn't get a chance to do the morning prayer. And so yeah, I mean, but again, I'm thankful that God was on my side, and I hope you guys did have a chance, because even through it all, we still had a chance to listen to our church. We still had a chance, as we were putting out fires and changing sockets, we still had a chance to praise and worship. And so it was not a very big deterrent in our day or in our lives. So the text prayer request line is still available. So send in those requests and they will be answered. And you guys have a great, this is the last day of the weekend, but it is the first day of the new week. So enjoy your last day of the weekend, but enjoy a great new start to a new week. You guys have a good one.